Boxing truth here. Amir Khan just doesn't know how to close his fucking mouth. But he's butthurt because his rival Kell Brook is getting more shine than him. Right now he's in the news a lot more than Khan is now these days, as Brook is still awaiting to finalize his deal with Jesse Vargas for his first unification fight of his career. So Khan, for no reason, feels like he needs to throw shade at Kell Brook. I mean, Kell Brook's not even talking about you, bro. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom not even interested in fighting your ass because you got knocked out for the third time in your career. And you pretty much ruined the value and the intrigue for that fight. Because look what happened ever since Canelo knocked your ass out. Nobody gives a fuck about Amir Khan anymore. I mean, y'all can't see that? No one gives a shit about Amir Khan no more. Not even Khan fanboys give too much shit about Amir Khan anymore. Before May 7th, before that overhand right that knocked Khan out, if you made a video shitting on Amir Khan, you got a lot of hate. You got a lot of Khan fanboys attacking you. The Khan army was truly out. But ever since Khan got knocked out for the third time in his career, nobody cares. I made a couple of videos about Amir Khan. The Khan army was nowhere to be found. The Khan army is dead. Because they know. They finally realized their boy was a hype job all along. That he ain't that good. That he's not a top fighter. That he's been pretty much just using his mouth and his annoying statements to promote himself. And he did a good job. Got people talking about him. He got people annoyed with him. Pissed off at him because he makes delusional statements. And it just seems every time he gets knocked out, every time he loses, the more delusional he gets. And maybe he can pull off another type of coming back from the dead type of situation where he gets knocked out, but gets a couple of wins and he brings himself back up. Then the Khan fanboys will all of a sudden start saying that he can dominate the welterweight division. But that's all it takes for these Khan fanboys to get back on the bandwagon, a win or two. But he's gonna keep fooling y'all. He's gonna keep. I mean, he could if he wants. He could fight a couple of soft touches, a couple of soft hitters with a little name recognition, and the fanboys of Khan will be right back on the bandwagon. Or he could go straight to a big fight, go straight into another dangerous fight a puncher to get his ass knocked out once again. And then he would have no choice but to retire. That would be 2 consecutive concussive knockout defeats. There's no way he can come back from that. But I just don't see why Khan is throwing shade. I mean, Kell Brook ain't talking about you. You didn't want to fight him. You claimed that Brook outbidded himself. He overpriced himself for the fight. And yet you took less money to fight Canelo because you were the B side to Canelo. Against Kell Brook, you would have been the A side. You would have gotten the majority of the proceeds. So, I just don't understand why Khan's throwing shade. The only reason I come up with, he's butthurt. Because the media's talking about Kell Brook a lot more than Amir Khan. Kell Brook is in the news a lot more than Amir Khan. I mean, when you look at both guys' careers now, who has more upside? Of course it's Kell Brook. He's undefeated. He's a world champion. On the verge of a unification bout. If he wins that, he's regarded as the #1 welterweight in the world. And what's Khan doing? Still going on 4 years without a strap around his waist. Only his name His name is what still makes him relevant. That's it. The fights he's been in, the fights he's been knocked out in. He's been privileged by the boxing media. Despite getting knocked out, despite not doing shit for years, he still gets top rated by every respected magazine or rating systems out there. But the guy hasn't won a big fight in years, and he's still living off of a win that was like 6 years ago against an overrated Maidana. But it is what it is. Khan can still get his fanboys on the bandwagon with a decent win or two. And then maybe he can build that fight up with Kell Brook so he can get knocked out once again. But it's up to him. But I just don't understand. I don't get why he's throwing shade when Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook ain't even talking about you right now. But it is what it is. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.